Okay, the screen recording has already been switched on. So if some people have missed, how can we download the research article if they are not accessible, they are not subscribed by the institute, the university, or an organization? This is a kind of like illegal, but for the poor people, somebody has worked out and they have guided the researching community to access the research article free of cost. So let me confirm first that my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
okay. So let me just have a quick review or a quick view. How can you download a research article if it cannot be downloaded um, at your home or in your organization? So first I'm just opening the Google Scholar. You can even open it normal in Google search, but mostly I'm referring this website for articles to be retrieved. If it is available for download, it's okay. Otherwise, we can copy the title or the URL of the title and we can paste into another website which will retrieve or which will download that article for us. I'm simply just writing hydrological modeling through keywords. I'm just writing here something just for an example and then enter, and we will have different articles available which are published during different years. It depends on your case that you are interested in the very new articles, then you can click for since 2020, since 2020 or 21 or 2017, or you can identify even a range that I need articles which have these keywords as your research interest area. So I can click, like you can see here, since 2021. So it will bring only those articles which are published and to 2021. If you click since 2020, so then it will account all the articles which are published in 2020 and afterward. And if you click since 2017, so it will bring all the articles which are published in 2017 and afterward, like in between 2017 and 2021, the recent one. But if somebody is interested to have the same article as a backup in his repository, so for that, if on the right side a PDF is visible, PDF Word, so it can be downloaded in PDF directly from Google Scholar. But if PDF or the source has not been mentioned here, so it will not be downloaded directly from the Google Scholar. So what we can have, just click on this article. For example, you can have your own articles as per your keywords, and then you can copy here the URL, or you can copy here the title. Okay, like let's say in this particular case, I'm copying this title. And then I'm going to a Russian website, Sci-Hub. The active one link is here, .se. I have already explained in the first class how can you retrieve it, how can you find the active links, just writing it, where is the Sci-Hub now. So Google will tell you what are the active links for the time being. So one of the active link is the sci-hub.se. I'm just writing it here and enter. And it will open this link, okay? And what string I have copied or what title I have copied, I will come here and it is to be pasted. And then click this open symbol. Are you guys following me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and simply click here open.
Sir.
And now you can see that article is now available for download. You can click here save to keep it in your repository, or you can open from here if you want to read just only here on this website. Majority of the time it will open here in PDF and it will give you an option. Would you like to save it in your repository? So yes, you can save it from here for your future use. So this is that simple, like a website which can retrieve majority of the articles free of cost, okay, using these links, using these Sci-Hubs extension. So this is what I was asking different students, that if you have some problem in downloading the research article, then we have an alternative. We have like a source in the form of this website from where majority of the article will be available for your downloading, for your reading, and for your future use. Is it okay so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what I was just interested in the previous class, and you have reminded me at the end, but the time was very short and even we have surpassed the class time. A website which will guide you throughout your writing, starting from the very first step to choose a topic for your research. So that website is here. I have already opened the Sacred Heart University Library. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Visible.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
So what we are interested to make a solid article or report or thesis that contains different components which have already been discussed in the previous class, and you can now see those components on this website. Choosing a topic, preparing to write, the abstract, introduction, literature review, methodology, result, discussion, conclusion, and proofreading your paper, citing sources, and the other things are available for your guidance. So if only this website in true sense has been followed for understanding the different components of your research, so believe me, you will excel in your writing, because they have explained each and every topic in very detailed and very comprehensive manner. Okay, like I have already clicked here on choosing a topic, and if you bring your cursor, it will show you narrowing a topic idea, broadening a topic area, extending the timeliness of a topic idea. So everything after clicking it will be just available here on the bottom. Like if I drag down, you can see choosing a topic, how to begin. So a complete like guidance is available, and the sources they have discussed to whom you have consulted in finalizing or choosing the topic of your research. That might be the topic for your mini project, the topic for your major research in master or in PhD, or in other cases, it might be a topic for a field project. So they have like three ways have been mentioned here to research a problem and from which you can select your topic. And a very detailed, like what do you mean by topic? Definition is available, then the ways from which you can just find out or to refine your topic, okay? So I'm not just going to read these details. This is for your reference. If you are really interested to guide yourself and you are motivated toward your research or report writing or writing the thesis, then come here and follow each and every step, and you will at some point be a person to understand the all components of your research, of your thesis, of your research article, of any project or field report. Okay, so these are like you can go through and you can read, and you will make clarification from where I can select the topic and how I can refine it. Okay, and who are actually the persons to consult and to make clarification about your topic. Then accordingly, pre-write, preparing to write. So academic writing style, choosing a title, making an outline, paragraph development, everything is available here. How to write the abstract, sometimes we call it executive summary, how to write the introduction, and what should be included in the introduction, are what kind of like question we have to raise or to ask ourselves when we are writing this part. So everything is available. Like you can click background information, research problem in question, and then theoretical framework. Everything is here, and you will make clarification what this component demands from you. Then literature review. We have almost 2 lecture about the literature review, but a backup and almost from similar kind of resources, I have the material for you guys. Okay, it will tell you the complete story, what is included and what should be taken or what should be just written in the literature review. As a complete like guide is available, what should be in the methodology and what type of methodologies are followed by the researcher or for a student in the academics. Then what is the demands of the results and your reports, thesis or mini project? What actually tells us the discussion, and what should be included or what kind of things are expected from a writer in the conclusion, and how then to refine your writing. So even how to prepare your oral presentation, okay, and how to write a research proposal here, like the very start. The topic is something like you have a topic for the research proposal, but how to write the research proposal, that is also like a guideline is available in detail, okay. So I will recommend to everyone to go through all these contents, okay, and guide yourself or read these material for improving your skills of research or improving the skills of your report writing. Is it okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Let me now start with the Zotero.
Yes, sir.
How can we use Zotero for citation and automatic references list development or creation, and how it can be dealt, what kind of sources can be connected when we are discussing about it. Let me close some of the areas. Okay, I will go quickly through the PowerPoint slide, and then practically it will be demonstrated, because just only in the slide it might not help you, but if we have the proper like guidance through the practical demonstration, then I believe that you will be in a position to follow it properly and to understand it properly and to apply it for your research. And at the end of this class, you will be assigned an assignment for the application of Zotero, okay, to read 2-3 articles and then make a summary, and that writing use this citation manager for citation as well as for creating the references list. So let's start properly. First, theoretical background, theoretically, just how can we do it, and then the same I will apply through demonstration. Means from the software directly. Okay, if you go to its website, they have a short description about this tool or this software, that it can be used to store your data, but with some limitation, which has been mentioned here, like up to 300 megabytes. But I'm not referring or guiding the student to store the material in the Zotero, because keep it light. And there is no need to store the material, just have a folder for different PDF files, different articles to have as a repository. And do not just fill up this Zotero to bring the PDF files into it, okay? And keep it very light. So I will not recommend to download the PDF of files directly inside the Zotero, but you can have them in your specific folder, in your computer, in your laptop, and from there you can read. There is another direct way that without downloading the PDF files, you can bring the citation material into Zotero. It will be light. It will not be heavy in terms of like storage of the PDF files, and it will do your job without this storing the PDF articles. So it can store, yes, the PDF version, but I'm not recommending. And it is used for automatic formatting of your in-text citation and reference list. And in the previous class, there was a very comprehensive discussion about what do you mean from citation and what do you mean from the references list, and how the citation is to be inculcated in your writing. How about like if the author is single? What about like if the authors are two? Or how we can insert it if the authors are more than two? That was like if you are interested to insert the citation manually. But using these tools, that is not like your job. It automatically understand that the author is single or two or three. And whatever format you would like or style you would like, it will make the citation and references list accordingly. So I will guide you using that platform or that Zotero tool, but first let go through it. And remember, it is a free of cost tool. So sometimes you can expect errors, but it is not error free. So based on the level of your understanding, you have to review the citation as well as the list of the references, because in some cases it might make one of your title in capitals while the other will be in small. So that is a kind of error, so that you can correct. And there is a way I will tell you how to make correction manually if it is committing that kind of error. Mostly it will not do, but if it has committed, okay, there is some shortcoming, so we have another way to make a correction. Or in some cases it can miss the journal name or the pages number of the article, right, or the volume number, so that they are rare. Okay, so there is a way to make correction manually and your list of references, or if there is some issue with the citation, even you can make correction in that. Okay, so you have to start first to download it from the website. Straightforward, write in Google, download Zotero, and you will have this interface, this website. Just click download, and this is very light tool, light software. It will be downloaded, install it, and next there is an add-ons with the name of Zotero connector. So we also needed to make the things more simple, to link different resources to this tool or this software. So you can write even in Google Chrome extension. First click the extensions. This is the platform I have used is the Google Chrome. You can even do it in the a Mozilla Firefox, just open the, you can write in Google extensions, or in Mozilla Firefox, you can write the extension, and in extension, then write Zotero connector. So once you see here, or even directly from the Google search, you can write Zotero connector. So that will refer you again back to this website, www.zotero.org. So you have just to click here, add to Chrome, or in case of Firefox or Mozilla, you will add to Firefox here. In both cases, just you need to click it, or just you have to add it to your browser. Next, and one thing you must keep in your mind, when you are installing this tool, switch off all your Microsoft Office tools, you can say, are those software like MS Word, Microsoft Excel, and PowerPoint, that should be kept off. Okay, just cross all of them if they are open already, and then download it, install it first Zotero, then Zotero connector, okay, and then open your Word page, a blank Word page, and you will see that the interface of Zotero or an icon will be available here in this ribbons, right? So like you can see in my case, when I have downloaded, again I'm repeating, before downloading this Zotero and its connector, you have to switch off or close all of your window linked to Microsoft, means Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And then download it, install both the Zotero and its connector, and then open a blank page, and you will see here the Zotero will be available, right? And from here, then we can go to the next step, how to bring first different resources to the tool, and then linking the same to the Microsoft Word page or to our writing. Okay, another important point, when you are interested to create the citation or references list in your document while you're writing, the tool should be open in the background. This is the tab available in this ribbon of the main menus, but at the same time, that tool you have installed, that will create an icon on the desktop. You have also to open the tool. Then they will make an interconnection to bring different articles, connection, or their citation, or creating the references list. Then it will create it. Otherwise, if it is not open in the background, the tool is not open in the background, it will not properly work. It will ask you otherwise, if you are clicking add or edit citation and without opening the Zotero tool in the background from the desktop, it will not work. So you have to keep that open and then start working in your document. Then it will properly work. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go ahead. This is when you are installing the Zotero connector. So an icon will be appearing on the website. Like you can see here, this is the Google Chrome, and that Z symbol is for the Zotero connector. What is, how can it help us when you open a website and it is not Google Scholar? So even from any open website or the journal link, it can directly export the citation information from here to your library. How to bring it to your library? Okay, I will practically demonstrate it, but the connector symbol will be available here. If it is not available, you can click these snowmen or these three dots, and you will pin it. After pinning it, the Zotero connector, its symbol will be visible. So it can directly just link your resources from here to the library of Zotero. What is the library of Zotero? You will see it later on and also in the practical demonstration. Okay. This is the symbol which will be available on your desktop for the Zotero, which you need to open before working in a Word page. Okay, in Word page, the tab will be available, but also you have to click this tab on the desktop after installation to keep it open for properly working in the MS Word. Okay, this is an open view of the Zotero tool or software. In my case, as I have collected multiple resources for my research, I will give you an example with the blank page, blank library, and then bringing these resources, like you can see the titles here and the authors. And we don't need to bring the PDF version to make it light again on. Okay, the library can be created here. How to create? Okay, this coming in the next slide. But here you have different like multiple libraries for one article, for another article, for your thesis, okay, for some other jobs. If you want to collect some specific article or title, you can make multiple libraries instead of a single library. Like you can see in my case, 2 library. And now when I practically will be demonstrating, so you can see more than 5 or 7 or 6 libraries here. So you can create a library of a specific like article or thesis from here. Okay, complete information when we are linking it, especially from the Google Scholar, they will come here. Okay, and if you are clicking an individual title, so this individual title, all information will be available here on this right side. Like what are the, here only you can see the last name of the first author and then it all, but here you will see all authors. Okay, the title, all authors, and you will see the abstract. At the same time, you will see the volume number, the pages number, the issue number, everything which is relevant to this article. After clicking any title, the complete detail will be available on the right side. So if there is some correction, if there is some error, that error can be corrected from this right side. I will show you later on how manually you can do this interpretation. Or if some local articles are not available, those articles can be added manually from here, from this symbol side. Okay, that you will add and automatically that title will be transformed here. Okay. Like when you are starting to have a specific library, click this folder and this plus symbol, okay, plus symbol folder, and a new folder will open here. You can rename it like you can see here, such like untitled folder with the name of new collection will be open. You can just write here the name, like my thesis or my project or my research article, anything you can write here to create a folder for Zotero library, in which you are interested to bring different article titles from Google Scholar or directly from any page of a journal. Okay, just we have to click this folder and it will open this window. Here, write the name for your library. And once you write an okay, that library with the name will be appearing here. Like here, design thinking, they have changed this untitled with design thinking. Okay, like as I have mentioned, we can import the entries or when we are opening the Google Scholar, so from there we can export into this Zotero. We can import directly from the website, and some academic databases are available like ProQuest, in which different research article can be searched. And from there, with the help of that Zotero connector, we can link the title for citation and references to Zotero. Okay, if Particularly, I'm interested to link the citation from the Google Scholar. So here is an example page in which I have searched an article, and this article is now available. What I need, I have to click these two commas. But if you have installed the connector, so for connector, you will see here directly exporting the titles to Zotero with the name of ref main. But if you have no connector, then it will open in this way. Just you need to click the two commas, and next what you have to do. And there will be different styles: Baptex, EndNote, RefMan, RefWorks. So the Zotero is considering the ref main style, or if we say for Zotero, this ref main will export the title to the Zotero tool software. Okay, and the installation of connector will do what? Once you click it here, this title information will be exported to Zotero, but it will ask you in which library you want to save the information. So if you have the multiple library, click the one in which you are interested and then click the done. The information will be exported to Zotero into that very specific library. Okay, I will go practically to have all these tips, but first we should understand. Okay. Like in this particular case, I have opened the article original website or the journal original link instead of searching this title in Google Scholar. Now you can see one of the article is open, and from here that Z symbol automatically will be then showing in the form of a page, because now we are dealing the Zotero export titles are exporting the material from this page, from the journal page in which that particular title or article is available. So that Z will be appearing in this page form. Okay, you will click it, and again it will refer you to in which library you want to save the information from this link or from this title or from this journal page. Okay. Okay. Now I'm coming to the edition side, how we can add the citation. First, we need to click this Zotero tab from these menu. And once we have clicked, it will appear these further sub windows or titles or commands. From the very left side, first command, we can add a citation, right? How to add the list of references, we will come later. Go ahead. Okay, once you click it, it will ask you what style of your citation and references should be. So if it is already available in this list of citation style, just click it, like Journal of Hydrology is there, which I have added, which was not earlier available. If it is available, click it, and then OK, then all your citation and references list will be according to the citation style of Journal of Hydrology. If you have been guided by your supervisor, or there are some guidelines from the university or from the department or from your supervisor that you should follow this particular journal style or this particular other style, then for search here, if not available, you can add it from manage style. When you click manage style, it will open a window like this. It will come to the get additional style because it was not added there. Next, you will say OK. And it will ask you which journal you are looking for or which title you are looking for. So you can write the name of the journal in the style of which you are interested. So after writing it here and enter the press the enter tab, it will bring all those that particular journal, or if you write some keywords, it will give you the journals here at the bottom. From there you can select your desired journal title for the citation style. So if it is there available, no problem. If not available, I'm going back. First, you have to click manage style. Next, you click get additional style. And next, you will search that title here. Once you have searched, it will be appearing here. From here, you can click and then that will be available. Where? That will be available in this list of different styles. Okay. Let's see a short video about citation and its importance. Very short video, then we will come back.
When you do research for a paper or project, you need to cite or document your sources. Your sources are the materials in which you found the information that you used. It does not matter what type of source it is. It can be in print or online. It can be an image or a conversation. It can be copyrighted or not. Some examples of sources are magazines, newspapers, books, interviews, music, websites, videos, charts or graphs. I could go on and on, but you get the idea. All of these sources were created by someone. Each work belongs to the person who created it. The work is that person's intellectual property. When you find a useful bit of information, you may be thinking, wait, I found this on the internet. It was free. Why do I need to cite it? Remember, it does not matter where you got the information. It does not matter if you paid for it or not. It does matter that you're using someone else's intellectual property. That's why you always have to document your sources. When you document your sources, you give credit to the person whose ideas you used. You need to give credit when you use an author's exact words and when you summarize or rewrite their ideas. Not giving credit makes it seem like the ideas are your own. If someone used your work, you'd want to get credit for it too. Using information from other people without crediting them is called plagiarism. Another reason to cite is to allow your reader to find your sources for their own use. For example, they may want to read one of your sources to learn even more about the topic. Finally, citing sources lends authority to your work and lets your teachers know that you did your research. Showing that you got your ideas from experts makes your argument or case stronger. So now that you know you need to cite your sources, let's find out how to do it. To cite means to identify the sources you used in your work. Basically, you write down the details that will help someone else find the source. For example, if you're using the book The Honeybee's Hive, you'll need to record or write down the following details from the title page and the verso or back of the title page. The author, Joyce Markovits, the complete title, The Honeybee's Hive, A Thriving City, the publisher, Bearport Publishing, and the publication date, 2010. For internet sources, you'll need to include additional information such as the title of the web page and the URL. For example, if you used information from this National Geographic Kids website, the title of the web page is 10 Facts About Honeybees, and this is the URL. All of the details for one source are called a citation. There are two places where you might include citations in your paper. Your teacher may require you to give credit for specific ideas and quotations within your paper. This is called in-text citation, and it lists the author's last name and the page number where the information was found in the source. Let's take a look at this example from a research paper that uses a quote from the book The Honeybee's Hive by Joyce Markovits. It takes billions of bees to pollinate California's almond crop each year, which is a tremendous job to manage. In the words of Joe Trainer, a beekeeper, You're really relieved when it's all over. Markovic's 26. Notice the in-text citation. It includes the author's last name, Markovic's, and the page number of the quote, 26, enclosed in parentheses. For any research project, you must always include an alphabetized list of all of the sources you used. This list is called a bibliography or works cited, and it provides complete information for each source. Sometimes you may find a citation at the end of an article that you found in a library database or in an online encyclopedia, but most of the time you'll need to make your own citations. There are rules for creating proper citations, like what source details must be included and what order to put them in. Citation Maker on OSList will help you create your citations and your works cited list. That way, you don't have to memorize the complicated rules. Citation Maker makes it easy. It is important to cite the sources you use in your research. Do it right. Cite. For specific examples and for more information about this topic and the entire research process, explore OSList. Thank you to Bearport Publishing for granting permission to use their book in this video. OSList. Learn to research, research to learn.
Okay, are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this was something like about
Yes,
the
sir.
importance or why the citation and its complete information are essential for others and is for yourself. So now you have started to write something like an exemplary sentence I have written here. Then I want to put a citation here, not manually, but with the help of this Zotero. So what I will do, and remember, the tool is open in the background and the tab is available in the Word. I have clicked this tab and I will come to add and edit citation. So clicking it will open this type of like small search bar. So if I remember the name, the last name of the author, I can write and it automatically will appear the list of the titles. I will show you practically. If it is not remember or you don't remember, then you can click here the small arrow with this Z. So it will change this interface to a classic view. Instead of just remembering the name of the author, if you remember, you can write, it will automatically bring the title and you can click and it can insert your citation. But if you don't remember the name of the author, you will click this small arrow and this view will be changed to a classic in which the complete list of the article will be visible. And from there you can click and that will be available after enter into your document. Are you following me so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, go to next.
Yes, sir.
Once you have inserted the first citation, once you have inserted the first citation, click downward or a line or two below and come here, add edited bibliography. Once you click it, what citation you have made, its complete reference will be developed here. And then afterward, any citation you are adding, this list automatically will be built up. It will automatically make the list, the sequence. You can switch off your mic, please, so that we can have no distortion. So for the first citation, after first citation, the add or edit bibliography is required. But you have to click below the sentence. Otherwise, it will start to develop it somewhere else if your cursor has been clicked. For the first, it is needed. Then later on, whatever citation or any number of citation you are adding, this list automatically will be building. And there is no need for again and again clicking this add or edit bibliography. No, it is needed only just after first citation to create the bibliography list, the first complete list of the information I may say about the article, and then anyone else added after that will automatically create this list here. That depends on what type of style you have selected. Those style can be changed within seconds. How that can be changed? Let's go ahead. Here is document preference. So this preference is asking you, are you interested to change the style of your citation and list of references? If somebody told you, no, this is not the proper style, change it. Then that will not be a cumbersome job to manually change those things. No, just come here, select it, and go to those different styles and just change the style. And after changing the style, you will have it in other format. You can see here. After one click, it will change the inside citation and also the format of the references list. As it is visible in the previous, that was another format. It is another format. So it is then a job of one click to change the format. But if you have manually added the citation and references list, then it will become a very tedious job to one by one first change the citation format, and then one by one you will change the references list. Because in some style there will be commas, in some cases there will be abbreviation, in some cases the year will be first, in other cases the year will be last. Like you can see in these two styles, they are very much different from each other. This is the job in this software and this tool only within seconds, but manually each and every point or citation or we can say the title, you have to change manually. So that will become a very tedious job. So it's like a very interactive or very good interface to change the things or to change the formats within seconds. So you will enjoy when I will show you practically, and then you accordingly be applying in your write-up. Okay, is when we talking about that being a free tool, we can expect some errors sometime in title, like making the case capital, missing the article, the journal name, the pages number. So once you complete your write-up and you are sure that further changes or further addition or further style change is not required, then come here and unlink the citation. In wherever you think that it needs some changes, make changes that will not be updated. But without this unlinked citation, when you make changes after saving, it will again change your format. So for that, you need to unlink the citation and make correction. And after that, you can submit it, or you can just send it for the review to your supervisor, to a journal, that may be any case. Okay, some other bullets or tabs which are available in the Zotero. Now this is not the Word, this is the Zotero in itself. We can see one icon here. As I mentioned earlier, if a title is not available in Google Scholar, that is not available online, but that is a local title in a local journal for which the database might not be available somewhere, and you have the information in your hand, then you can manually add the complete detail from here. Just click this plus symbol and it will open this window here, this place. Here you can add the title, you can add the author, you can add the abstract, you can add the volume number, issue number, and the pages number. All you can add here, and that automatically will make a case or a title on this left side, on this in between position. Okay, it's not very common like to search item using identifier like DOI, or in case of book number are there with the name of ISBN. Some serial number for the books are available, or some identification number in the form of DOI, digital object identifier. So you can even search them from here. If you are interested to add some notes to the references entries, that you can do here, but it's not needed. It's not very common. We are not very much interested in those notes. Lastly, if even you are interested to keep a PDF copy in the same software or tool, you can add it from here. But I am recommending it to not keep it here. To not keep it here, that should be in your folder. That should be a folder inside your computer where you can save all of the material, and that will be as your repository for that relevant research or article or thesis. So do not do store here from this pen or from this PDF option. Okay. Here is like an arrow, and when you click this arrow, this will ask you, are you interested to search some title in Google Scholar or Crossref? If that, after clicking it, it will refer you to Google Scholar, or after clicking this Crossref, it will refer you to that website. So in most cases, we have already opened condition for these sites. So from here, it will not be needed to be clicked. Or if that they are not already open, so you can click from here and then you can search in the Google Scholar or Crossref. Then it can be linked to the Zotero. Okay, one thing more, some of you might have used some other references managers like EndNote. And now you have been asked to use the Zotero for citation and references. So no worry, if I have a list of the like titles or articles added in the EndNote, simply click the file. What I'm doing actually here, I want to export complete list of a library. I want to transform or export the library from EndNote to the Zotero. So for that, you are opening that particular library. You go to file, then you come to export, you click it, and in next step, my EndNote library will appear here. And from here, if it is not refman, you have to change it to refman, because this refman is identified, or this style, or this like we can say format is understood by the Zotero. So you will click here, or you will bring from the drop down menu refman. And once this is refman, you have to save it. Okay. After saving, you have identified where it has been saved, in my document, on the desktop, or wherever it is. Then next step, you will open Zotero, go to in similar way to file, come to import. From there, we have exported to a file. That file has been saved somewhere in your computer, and you must remember where it has been saved. Now come to Zotero, click file, go to import. And after import, when you click the import, you will see this type of menu. It will ask you, what do you want to import? Okay, so here it is written, save all selected references as Excel file with template database. So CSV is an Excel extension. You have to click it here. From here, a menu will be available, drop down menu, you can select it. Okay, and then exporting your selected item to references manager. So what I have selected from the previous EndNote, that will be exported with the help of this CSV extension. After clicking OK, all those titles will be available here. Right? That complete list will be available in the Zotero library. So instead of bringing or searching again that one by one, those titles, if you have already a library in the EndNote and no more you want to use the EndNote, you are interested in Zotero. So from there you can export, saving the file with the refman, and then importing in the Zotero. Okay, and then that will become the part of your library in Zotero. Okay, now we will go towards the practical demonstration. This was some theoretical background, how it works, or what we have talked about, how it practically is applicable, so you will be more like able to understand it properly. Can we have the prayer break here, or it should be at 4 o'clock?
At 4 o'clock will be okay.
Everyone is okay?
Yes, sir. Oh,
4 o'clock.
yes, 4 o'clock.
Okay. Now, how I have
Yes,
guided.
sir.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. I have told you that while downloading the Zotero from website, first you have to close the PowerPoint, the Excel, and the MS Word files. Then simply, like I'm opening here, I can even write in the top Zotero and download. And it will guide you towards this website, Zotero, download Zotero. Click it. And wait. And you can see both are here. Download it. And also its connector is available here. On the Chrome, both are available here. You can have it for the Firefox, no problem. That will be a similar kind of interface. So download it and then also download or install this Chrome connector, right? If both of them have been done, then you have to go and from the desktop, this icon will be available. Open this Zotero, which I have already opened here. Okay. Now, I want to open a blank sheet, a blank Word page. Can you see here that icon, Zotero?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
So this will be visible, this will be open in your Word. But again, I will repeat, before installation, once you have downloaded, before installation, make sure that your Word or PowerPoint or these things are closed. Install that, install the extension or add-ons of connector, Zotero connector, and then open it, then automatically it will be integrated in these main menus, the Zotero. Okay, let's write a sentence. But before writing a sentence, I have to go back to Zotero and to add some titles into a new library. So let me go back here. It's already a library, but I don't want to guide you from here because you have to start with the new collection. So what I have to do, here is that folder. Okay. Is it visible to everyone? The cursor, you can follow the cursor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have to come here, and when I just place the cursor here, it shows me new collection. So click here. And that same thing what I was demonstrating, untitled has opened. So I'm writing here my thesis, let's say. Okay, and okay. And now you can see my thesis title, our library is now open. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you can see there is nothing in this library because I'm very new person to start using the Zotero. So I will have no collection. So we are interested now to bring different titles relevant to my research from Google Scholar particularly to this collection. Another important thing, the collection will be added to that library which will be clicked here, which will be highlighted here. For example, if I'm clicking my articles, so the new edition from the Google Scholar or what I'm exporting the title to this library, they will be automatically added into my articles. But if I have clicked this new, my thesis, so whatever now I'm adding from the Google Scholar, that will be continuously coming and adding into my thesis. Otherwise, if you have a clicked on another library, then you will be looking it in my thesis, otherwise that will be available in somewhere else because you have clicked that at the time of exporting the titles from different pages like directly from Google pages or from the Google Scholar. So we need to click the particular library in which we are interested to add different titles. Okay, I have clicked here my thesis. Now go to the Google Scholar. So I'm writing scholar.google.com. And let's say watershed management. It's a title because there is a more research in this domain. So let's say water management techniques, a journal example. So you can see here a lot of like titles available here. Just we need to connect it to the Zotero. Like you can see here, an icon of Zotero is also available here. Z start Ziteboard is sorry, the Ziteboard is something else. Zotero is something else. If you don't have the refman here, like in majority of cases when your connector install, so in some cases it can miss it. Otherwise, the refman will be available here. If that connector and both first the tool is installed in connector, so it will bring the Zotero here. Let me clicking here the very recent to start with an example. And what I have to do, I have to click these 2 commas. And then it will open these options, web text, EndNote, refman. So I have to click the refman. And after clicking it, if your connector is not installed, it will individually download the file and then will ask you to open and then to connect to the library. But in this particular case, when you click the refman, it will ask you where you are interested to edit. So it's already like I have clicked there my thesis, so it has been added to thesis. Can you see it? This title is already added to my thesis. You can even see from here. This is already clicked, so it has already been done. And if not sure, what you can do, go to Zotero and see here my thesis. I have clicked double time, that's why it has been added twice. So what you can do, you can remove one by clicking the right and remove item from collection, because we don't need it twice. I need the same title for once. So let's go back. Some other title, just cross it here. Another title I'm interested here, double commas, and this refman, and it automatically linked to my thesis. Okay, this see, you can see it will appear here. And for confirmation, you can go to see, and this second title is also added here. Let's make a 5 title here, and then we will make the citation and references list. Let's see another title, some old from 2017. Let's see this one. This one, click it and go down. If there are multiple lists, so go down and click refman. And from here, automatically it has been linked to the my thesis library. So this is the job, or this is the ease of the connector, that it will automatically link to your highlighted library. It will go there. So you need not to go back and to see it. Automatically it is there. Don't worry about it. Let add 2 more, cross it and see if we can have one this. Click refman and it is added to library. Okay, a little bit you have to wait so that it can appear here, then it is sure that it is available now in your library. Cross it from here and add another last one. Then we have to see how we can add citation and references. Let's see this one. Click and refman, and connector will connect this information. Now you can see this is the book. This is a book version. And in this book version, its information will be added to your library. So cross it. We have already almost about 5 resources, 4 articles and 1 book link. Now we are interested to cite it and to make list of references from this library in my thesis, because all of these will be my relevant article or relevant books or relevant resources. Now I'm going to blank sheet here, okay, and I'm starting the write-up. So I will write a sentence, a journal sentence, just for information. You will do your research later on. You will have your own sentences. Many researcher investigated how to manage the watershed sustainably. Now, this statement is linking to those many researchers. Who are those many researchers who are talking about the sustainable water management? We can say watershed sustainable management, or to manage the watershed sustainably. So then I have to write I have to put the citation, some of the authors or some of the researcher. So simply just my cursor is 1 space after the completion of sentence. Do not put full stop so far, and go to Zotero, click add. And you see now here, it is asking me which style you would like for citation and for list of references. So for example, a style is not available here. So what I will do, I will click manage. Then I will click get additional style. It will be opened here, and just I'm writing Journal of Hydrology. Multiple hydrology journal are available. As simple, I'm writing hydrology. So in the hydrology domain, I have 1 journal, another, around about 7 journal. So Journal of Hydrology in my case is already added. Let me add hydrology and Earth System Sciences, if not added. Click it. Okay. And click here, OK. So this style has been added to your library. It has been added to your Zotero. Now, for the first time, if the style was available, it can directly add the citation. But if the style is not available, you have to go through this exercise, what I have just recently mentioned. Now click add citation and see where that journal is, this one, which is recently I have added, Hydrology and Earth System Sciences. I am interested to put the citation and references list in the style of this journal. So I have just to click it. Once it is highlighted, then OK. And now what I was talking about, this window will be open. Okay. Now, if I remember those author or the first name of the author, I can put it here. Like if I'm writing Ajmal, so it can just link me to my different libraries, because the recent library don't have my names. So it picks from any library. If you are searching with the author name, it picks from any library. But if you are interested to cite here, you don't remember the author name, what you can do, you can bring first this and then click this small arrow here, this Z, and click this classic view. So it will show you the proper multiple library, and in which library you are interested to connect the citation. In my thesis, I'm interested. First, I'm interested in the first title. So click this title and OK. And you will see the citation has been made here. It's no like manual putting it here. This is through this Zotero. Now, after first citation, what you will do? Come down and develop the reference here. So from here, where I can add reference or bibliography from here. Click this add or edit bibliography and see automatically it has developed the complete information of your this citation. This is a text citation and this is its complete reference. Right now, let's see, we are further writing because we will have multiple authors. Some of the researchers for interest, some of the researchers have highlighted few parameters of the watershed. For example, who is that researcher? Let me again add citation for this statement and click this classic view. And for example, this is this second, we can say study. Okay. Now see, the second citation is added and automatically now the list of references is developing. Next time you don't need to add the bibliography. Now for the first time you have added, and with this new citation, it has made it here. It has added the second complete, we can say reference. Like a third one, other have critically pointed out the shortcoming in these types of assessments. So who is that? Like I'm referring the third one, or anyone I can click from there. Let's see classic view, and let's see this book, this reference I'm clicking and okay. So it will make the citation and accordingly it will create it in the list of references, right? Okay. It was concluded, just an example, these are not the real sentences. It was concluded to have a very comprehensive study in this domain. And then you might add someone, okay, as a reference. Okay, this is the finding of this author, like this fourth one, that's the final one. Okay. And you can see now, this is like a fingertips job. You are writing, you are citing, and at the same time, references automatically are developing. Now, if someone says that this style is not what I was talking about, I need style of another journal. So then it becomes like a matter of seconds. How? You have to come to document preferences, click it here. And from here, I'm interested in engineering structures, for example, in civil engineering. So click it here and okay, and now see. See, this is very like interesting that the inside, the in-text citation now has been converted to 1, 2, 3, which was previously another format. And you can also see the references list accordingly has been changed. Is that interesting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It is quite interesting.
Actually, sir.
Okay. Now somebody says, no, this is also not the format I'm interested. Oh, simple. That is simple case. Go to the document preferences. I need it in another format, like, for example, let's see, advances in water resources. This is another water resources sector journal. Click it here and okay, it will change the format according to this style. You can see this is another style. Easy?
Exactly, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, different people will be interested in different formats, so they can first bring the format here from manage style, go to new style, add, after search that style, and click that style. Like I'm clicking American Medical Association style. So okay, I have just click here and then click on OK, and then you will see here it will change the style accordingly. Now this is the style what we have clicked from the preferences list. And at the end, a little bit, what you have to, this style is very much different, like you can see from here, from the text. This is with numbering as exponent. So this is the job of seconds then. But what if you have not done with the help of these tool and manually you are going to edit the document? So this is then a very cumbersome job. It will take a day or 2 days. Okay, one by one, you are changing from the like a previous those style into these exponent, and then you are also changing these titles, making the year back and forth, the pages number, and different variation are from one style to the other style. But it will make your life very easy, right? Like another exemplary change you can see here that has been now converted back into another style. Okay, after all, in some cases we are starting the sentence with the authors like this. Follow me. The findings of, I'm writing, see how to make some editing in this. I'm writing my name here, or one of my citation, add, and without going to the classic view, I'm writing here Ajmal. I remember I have in the library my names. So let's click it and then enter. It will add my citation here. As well as it has added the reference here. You can see the first one. Alphabetically, it has arranged automatically. But I'm interested to write the name and et al. And then in bracket, the year, which is a kind of like the inclusion of the citation as a flow of the sentence. So what I can do simply, I can click before the bracket, backspace, come to the year, write a bracket, no problem. You can edit manually this. The finding of Ajmal et al. And within the bracket, this are very much, let's say, very much different, full stop. So this is another way, like all the time you have not to mention the author or authors in between the bracket. In some cases, you are starting with the name of the authors, or like a sentence in flow. In that case, you have to write the author and then et al. And then in bracket, comma. So there is like no problem, you can edit it. And at the very end, if you have already, like I'm writing Control Z, if you have in this format, and it is not desired in this format, in this particular sentence, it should be only, the year should be in between the bracket, not your name and et al. So at the end, once you finalize these kind of sentences or these kind of correction, you can make after unlink the citation and do the correction, and that will make no problem even if you update the document. But I can do even without unlinking it here, okay? And there is no problem, okay? Normally we have adjusted. So let's add another one, the finding of Ajmal et al. And someone else also. Let's say, now it is asking me that you have made some changes. What is it asking? You have modified this citation since Zotero generated it. Editing will clear your modification. Do you want to continue? So if you would like to say okay, so write okay. So I have told, yes, I have made some changes. To keep the changes, let add some in another citation with this citation. What it do then? Click it here. Let's say another author, I remember just its name, and just click it here and enter. Now you can see that the format has been changed. Okay, what I did, I have made, so with updation that editing will be backed, that will be updated in the original form. And that's why I'm asking you, if a continuous sentences has the authors outside of the bracket and only here in the bracket, then do those changes at the end of the document. Once you are sure that the things are completed and I want to make some of these changes, then do those changes so that it cannot be updated after like new edition. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, one more thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One more thing at the end. Select this list and go to home like we normally formatting. If it is required, it is the requirement of the journal of your style. Time New Romans, from here I have to change, and 12, I will make it 12. And also I will make it justify. Click justify. So now you can see it is very much professional now. And also if it is required to be in the Time New Romans, so you can do it from here, Time New Romans 12 and justified. Okay, so it will be in justified format. Time New Romans 12 is the size, and also it is now very good looking and professional. Instead of if they are initially like in this form, they were in this form. So we need to make justification of the text. This is called justified. Okay, proper length of each sentence within the boundaries of the page or the margin of the page. Is it clear to everyone? Is it that interesting?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Very
Yes,
interesting, sir.
Okay. So I will see how much you will.
Excuse me, sir.
GG.
If you want to change the color of this citation, will it be possible to do by one click, or you will do it manually, sir?
Sorry, I have missed your first part of question.
Sir, I was telling that if you want to change the color of this citation, will it be possible to do by one click, or we will do that
Remember,
manually?
no. Remember, citation or text color is not demanded in any case. Either it is your thesis or it is your research article. Those colors in some article which I have shown you in the previous class, they are the formatting of the journals. They are not the recommended formatting for you. You have to make it in normal text, black and white, automatic text. There is no need of coloring or these kind of things. They are not like the formats. You have to be guided by someone, or you have to write them. So no need of the colors. Okay, so about which you will be worried if I'm just change the colors, and when I updating it, definitely it will change those colors. Okay? But that's not needed. That's not needed, and that is not requirement, and that is not convention of writing these documents or the references or the in-text citation. That is the requirement of a journal, and they will do it. Okay, if we can see some of the colors in some of the published articles, that is not our job. That is the job of those journals, and they would like to have the colored like citation, or even they are linking them with some HTML, or we can say some after clicking you can be referred to a website, or the title will be opened in another net or browser pages. So that is not demanded. That is not a convention about which you have to be worried, right?
Okay, sir.
Any other question?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how we add relevant material of our topic to the Zotero library, which is not available online?
Okay, that's great. That's a good question. Here, like you can see this, is it this screen available?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can see this plus symbol. Now click the plus symbol, and here is, you are interested to add the title or some information about a book or a book section, or even might be this is for some people, some videos, some film, journal article, but mostly we are interested in book, journal article, and report. So let's say click this journal article and see, here is a blank, nothing is available, just a blank window is open. But on the right side, it is asking you what is the title. I'm just putting here a random title, just for information, how can we add it and how we can make it as our citation or list of references. You say a review of the methodological modeling. So this, let's say this is the title, then it will be asking you the name of author. So I'm just clicking in front of authors. So how many are the author? Let's say one author is me, Muhammad Ajmal, then comma. You can say Muhammad Tayyib. Say, let's say I'm writing Zainab. Okay, and you have just finished the author. Now, if you have the abstract, so write the abstract here. Okay, if not, no worry. Come to the publication, no need here publication, you need the volume. Click here, let's say volume is volume number 12. Issue 1 means in 1 year it published 2 times, 1 time, 3 times, 4 times. So for the first, in 1 year, the first issue will be showing if in a year it is 4 times publishing the article, so the 1 will show the first 3 months. The 2 will show the next 3 months. Like the 3 issue, the third issue will show the next 3 months, mean then up to 9 months. And from the October, November, December, it will be shown as 4. But if it is publishing only once in a year, so then there will be no issue. There will be only volume. It will be 12 to 13, 13 to 14, because there is no issue in the year. But if multiple time it is publishing the articles, then accordingly issue 1, 2, 3, you can see in different articles. So let's say it is issue number 1, and then pages, I say 135 to 143. So you have to write pages, and your job is done here. And simply that title is now added here, right? And you can link it there to your references. It's okay now? So who was asking it? Is it
Yes,
okay
sir.
now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's
Okay. Something else? Do anyone have something in mind to ask before the break? Then we will come and I will ask you to just let me know who has some problem up. You have to download it. You have to download the connector. And if you have some issues, you have just to discuss with me. Otherwise, you will be assigned an assignment. And in next class, before next class, that assignment will be due to be submitted online for assessment. So far, if somebody has some issue, there is you want to understand something, you are missing something, you can ask. No issue?
No, sir.
Okay, after
No,
break,
sir.
I will pick one student and he will share the screen with me and he will just repeat this exercise, that whether you have some issues or not. Might be that is 15 to 20 minute job, or even you can do it within 10 minutes, or 1 or 2 students can be selected randomly to go through these steps, whether you are able to do it now or you are not able. Okay, so it is now 4:02. So we will meet back. I'm just stopping the recording at 4:17. You can offer your prayer. I will offer my prayer, and we will meet inshallah at 4:17 again to ask you guys whether you can follow on the steps or not. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Let me stop now sharing and stop the recording.